What's up, everyone? I'm Yesenia,
Hey everybody, I'm Kiki.
and welcome to our fantastic show,
Threesome.
Threesome. And I know what you may be thinking, but keep it PG-13, but with a little rated R.
Exactly. As you know by now, here we talk to our guests about their experiences, their journey, and get some advice from them. So let's jump right into it.
Yes, and you won't want to miss the last part, which is super sensational. Our guests picks the question themselves, so you won't want to miss it because we have some sexy questions coming up.
Our special guest today is a
Yes.
community activist.
Yes, he is a mentor, a coach, and a community outreach.
So without further ado, we have Mr. Wilner
Wilner?
P. Joseph here.
Yes, a round of
Thank you for having me. I'm blessed to be here. This is a great opportunity to be on you guys' platform, and congratulations for starting this up. So just
Thank you.
this is
Thank you
wonderful.
for being
Yeah,
here.
thank you, appreciate
We
it.
are honored to have you here.
I'm honored to be here.
Yes, yes. What sets you different from the rest?
It's a great question. So I have a nonprofit called Hoops for All, which is a basketball nonprofit that I run. That we use basketball as a vehicle to mentor children. We focus a lot on mental health, gun violence, financial literacy, just life skills in general, just to bring opportunity and resources to children who don't have the normal resources they would have from their community. So, I'm a former basketball player. I played college, a little bit of pro basketball, semi-pro. So just using my platform and my resources to bring back to my community and just sharing it with others in other communities, not just in Stamford, Connecticut, where I'm from, but in other communities like New York City, Atlanta, other cities I've been to pretty much help other activists as well with opportunity to be able to help their community grow.
I mean, we talked about this a little bit before, but now I know you experienced a tremendous loss with your brother Max to gun violence, and I just want to know, like, what progress have you made so far with trying to tackle gun violence?
So my brother Max was murdered in 2017 on 420. It's been a journey, 6 years. Um, it's been tough. Obviously when it happened, losing a sibling is nothing easy. I would never want nobody to be in my shoes. It was a tough battle journey to see my younger brother, who I love dearly, was my best friend. We went to college together. Um, to see the fact that his life was taken so short, but it's been a wild roller coaster.
Yeah.
Fighting for justice, trying to get answers, also trying to figure out myself because I was in the process of losing myself as well. I went through a huge depression. I was drinking a lot, had suicidal thoughts, and what got me to where I am at now, 6 years later, is my faith, finding my relationship with Christ. And I realized that the things that I was trying to do to end my life, he didn't want me to go because I had a bigger purpose here on this earth.
Yeah.
But I want to share some with you guys. After my brother passed away in 2017, my nephew, his only son, died in a car accident in 2019.
Wow.
He just graduated high school as a football player. His name was
Wow.
Antoine. And that's what we kind of held on to a little bit because they looked
Yeah.
alike, and he was struggling as well, losing his dad. So the
Yeah.
fact that we had back-to-back death, it was so tough for my family. Our family has been through a lot mentally, and my mom has been struggling, losing her son, her grandson, and it's been hard. But I would say this to the audience and anybody here, is that you got to find a bigger purpose, right? Find a relationship with Christ, because I don't care what you go through in life, who you lose, nobody can get you through your struggles but him.
Amen.
No man or woman, no drug, no alcohol, nobody can get you through your struggles but God.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. It sounds like you had a long road, in healing, and that you're still healing, because we're always mourning
Always
and
healing,
healing. But it's refreshing to know that you turned that into something positive rather than expressing it through hatred and just violence. You turned it into something positive to benefit your community.
Yeah, and I
So-
respect it so much. And did you get any justice from?
So I think I was sharing with you earlier. having my relationship with Christ and understanding about forgiveness, I was asking God so many different things to really find my path, right? Because I was walking around with so much bitterness and hatred in my heart and trying to think about retaliation and things like that. But I'm like, I got to treat people how God would treat people, right? And then that's the model I walk with. So when I was able to let go of the pain in the sense of like letting go of hatred and saying that I forgave the person that killed my brother.
That's huge.
See, let me tell you something. I tell people all the time, I don't care what beef you got with anybody. If I can let go and tell God, I forgive the person that killed my brother, you can let go any other beef. But we were able to get justice last year, right before my brother's anniversary.
Wow.
The person responsible for my brother's murder was arrested.
Wow.
So that was like the biggest news ever. Like, and just so happens to be before his anniversary and before my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday is April 10th. My brother passed away April 20th.
Wow.
So you see like a connection with everything, like everything just fell into place when it was time for it to happen.
Yep. He was arrested last year, April 6th.
Wow.
So God don't make no
beautiful.
mistakes.
Yeah, he does not. Everything is very purposeful.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people do turn to revenge and retaliation. So that's good that you had that thought process to like really not let yourself go there,
Yeah, especially when it's your sibling, like your brother or sister that you grew up with and that you love with all your heart. And then to be able to forgive that person that took that person away from you, it's a pretty big deal. Not everyone is strong enough mentally to, to kind of do that, honestly.
Yeah. And thank you for sharing that message with our audience. Like, if you're going through a beef with someone,
it's not that serious.
It's not that serious, No, I'm kidding. Like, it could be serious, but if God is able to forgive, then you should be able to forgive as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you go to church on Sundays?
Yeah, I go to church.
So you're considered Catholic?
No, I grew up in a Catholic home. Considered Christian. I was able to be an adult and figure out my own path. I was able to figure out what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? But growing up in a Haitian household, we grew up Catholic.
And why you chose Christian? I feel like they're very similar.
They're very similar. I just think that for me, the word is just different. The energy is different.
Yes.
It's just different. I mean, growing up in a Catholic church, I used to fall asleep. It was boring. It was just, I don't know. I'm big off energy, right? Even like it was hard for me to even find a good church because I want to go into church. I don't want to. I want to go on where I can hear the word. I want to understand the word because even now to this day, I'm still understanding the book and the word and the word and the Bible is what we're going through in life, in real life. Everything that's happened is in the Bible. So we just got to open the book and read it.
To happen is in the Bible as well.
But they always say to hide information from people, put in the book. Nobody opens up books to read.
Right. Ooh, and those are great words to leave us with for our next commercial break.
Definitely, yes. We'll be right back with more fun things about Wilner Joseph.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Threesome. We have our guest, Mr. Wilner P. Joseph here, community activist, mentor, and life coach. So I want to get into more about what you do. I know you probably experienced a lot of touching moments, emotional moments doing what you do, being so embedded in the community. So what is one memory that you have that sticks with you and keeps you motivating people?
Well, one of the memories I can share with you is a lot more, but ones that stick out the most is having one of the youth from my community come up to me to share to me how much that I inspire them to really change their life around. And my story and what I do in the community is a way for me to them to be motivated and want to do better in life. So I just think that the work that I do is so very important and valuable, and I just hope that there's other people out there who want to do the same work, understands that whatever you do is reflect on the people that are looking at you. Because whenever where you go, what you say, what you do, there's always eyes watching, and the youth are the next generation. So, that's why, the work that I do is very important because I invest so much time and effort and finances into the kids because they're the next ones up. So it's important for me to make sure that everything that I do is clean and everything I do is very, straightforward and make sure that these kids get the most valuable information and resources.
So Triple P, pain, progress and prosperity.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. And I want an example for each word
Whoa.
based on your story and journey.
So pain, we start with pain. Just everything I've been through in my life since a youngin'. Just growing up in a rough neighborhood, watching drug dealers, people getting murdered, watching people get abused. I just watched my mom be abused by my stepdad. I've just been through so much pain, losing my brother, my nephew, losing my homies, losing my friends to the system. Me, myself, I've been through a lot of heartbreaks, relationships. I was attacked by a police officer in high school. We had one of the biggest riots in high school history behind me.
Wow.
That's another story. So like my activist
wow.
work always been there, right? So
Yeah.
that was my pain, and my purpose
Mm-hmm.
is where I'm at now, right? Where God saved my life, where I've been through so much, and the reason why I sit back and I'm like, I've been through all this pain, and I'm still sitting here, and I have a purpose, and my prosperity is just, being strong and having the strength and the discipline to not fall to any distractions. Because that's one thing, you can get through the pain and the purpose, but you got to have the will and the strength and the discipline to be able to not get caught up in the worldly stuff, right? Like, because in this industry, it's so easy to get caught up,
That's
right?
a fact.
Because you gain a lot of traction, a lot of attention, and especially being a single man, and you work with a lot of kids and single moms, and there's a lot that come with it. Then you deal with celebrities being on that platform doing events, so there's a lot that come with it if you're not disciplined and you fall into the world. So I don't fall into none of that stuff because I'm well disciplined. I don't drink alcohol. I'm 4 years sober.
Nice.
I take care of my body very well. Like I was telling her, self-care is important to me. I take a lot of natural herbs every day. I wake up, the first thing I do, I check in with God, I pray before I do anything else. I take my natural herbs, tea, sea moss,
Your morning routine.
black seed oil, morning tea, ginger.
Elderberry syrup.
Absolutely, you know what I mean? So I want to look good for the rest of my life, man. I want to be able to move around. I still actively play basketball. And, I just want to live a happy, peaceful life.
With the alcohol, I feel like everyone always has a story behind the I don't drink anymore. Like it's over and I left it behind me. What's your story behind that?
Well, the story is that I've been doing it for so long, right? I was a big social drinker because years ago, I used to be a big party promoter. I used to run the clubs and
Oh, wow.
do a lot of celebrity events, and
I can
I got
kinda
a lot of
see that.
celebrity events, and I used to host, being around a lot of women, excuse me. It's just like alcohol is the thing that draws people to you. That's just what we,
Yeah, it is.
right? So
Yeah.
for
Everybody
me
loves
is
drinking.
when I lost my brother and my nephew, when I realized alcohol was damaging my life, I had to say to myself, what am I willing to do to give up something that to me was hard, right? Because sometimes in life, we love doing the things, right, that we're so used to, right? So alcohol is something that to people, like even to this day, how do you do it? It's so hard. I'm like, yes, it's hard, but you got to have discipline.
Sacrifice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I did it cold turkey, where I did it. I was doing it month by month. And when I started seeing the change, like my skin, my energy, and I started feeling different, I'm like, oh my God. And I just never looked back.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes you have to realize, like, you don't need alcohol to celebrate everything in your life. Like, some people be like, oh, we did this. Let's go celebrate. Let's go drink.
But that's the
drunk.
thing.
Like,
We come from a
sometimes-
community, alcohol, like I'd be honest with you, like if I'm going out, what you
like
want to
to
drink,
have a
right?
drink.
Or if a girl come at my house, what you want to drink.
Yeah.
That was the thing to warm things up, to
to
get people comfortable.
socialize. Yeah.
So now you tell them,
You want some water?
Nah, I
Juice,
actually,
cranberry.
juice?
no, I honestly, I let them have their own choice because I don't push it off on anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't do that at all.
Yeah.
That's just something that's my personal situation. But if someone is asking me for advice, I'm willing to give the advice. But as long as you don't got a drinking problem, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm cool with it. Well,
Yeah.
you don't wake up every morning you looking for alcohol to really
Only on
start your day.
vacation.
Yeah, that's different.
Vacation's an
Yeah,
excuse. It
yeah.
definitely
Yeah. Your vacation is
definitely
Breakfast
is.
is drinking.
Breakfast,
That
lunch,
was-
dinner, mimosa. You gotta have
Vacation is
something.
different. Yeah,
Wake
yeah,
up,
yeah.
take a shot. Like, let's get it
Shot
popping.
o'clock.
That's it. As long as you a peaceful drinker, though. I don't like
Yeah.
any drunks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's a turn off.
Yeah.
I know you guys are having such an amazing time, but we'll be right back, of course. Remember, guys, with the juicy part. So you won't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can see, we have some new stuff here on our table. We got some merch that Mr. Wilner brought for us. So please tell us about this because this is amazing. The quality feels really good. The style is really nice. So
Colors are amazing.
let us know.
Yeah.
So in 2017, when my brother passed away, one of my homies from back home, he's an artist. He designed some T-shirts for us for the funeral and people to walk around with, and it was nothing of it. But my brother was like into fashion. Like we went to FIT. When he passed away, me, I'm a Virgo, so I'm always thinking ahead, right? Like, what could I do to bring awareness to my brother, to create a legacy for him, right? So a couple of weeks after he passed away, we received some stuff in the mail. He was about to start his own clothing brand.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm like, wow. So still didn't think none of it. So I'm still like, so I'm in Atlanta with this T-shirt on, and I'm in a elevator, and this lady and her family was like, "Is that Obama?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Is that you?"
Obama is
I'm like,
crazy.
I'm like, "No." She's like, she thought it was me. I'm like, "No." And I told her my brother. She was like, "Oh my God." She's like, "Where could I get that from?"
Wow.
Click. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna start this clothing brand." But how?
That was God.
I was exactly
Talking right
talking
through
to
her
people.
to
Yep.
you.
So I was like, you know what? I need to create a something that has a cause behind it. I know people love wearing clothes, but if I can create something that has a strong message, it creates conversation. So when even this past week, I just came back from the airport and I had on a green like this, and it stopped somebody to have a conversation. When we come to find out this woman she's an investor. She has a great platform and a clothing brand from Minnesota.
Wow.
And we took a picture together. It's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
And she
Oh, I
loved me.
saw that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
okay. I
So
saw
she
that.
was inspired by my story, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
And her brand, like, she has a clothing brand that brings love to the world. So like we kind of relate to a little bit. So long story short,
That's
this brand, it creates conversation.
Yeah,
and
it
and it makes people feel good when you wear it. And I always say you have an angel with you when you wear it, because everybody that wears it, I swear, is always a good story. They always like,
Yeah.
yo, I feel great, or something good happened. I'm like, you know
Right.
what? I always
Stand
feel like-
up. Stand up.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
us
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
So yeah, so this the
I like it has the reflective on it,
Yeah.
and it has a wonderful message, and it's very stylish as well. Like no more silence and gun violence.
Yes.
So that's our tagline. So so it creates conversation, and also it also keeps my brother's legacy alive. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
definitely.
And it just feels good. Like when I travel, like I've seen people send me pictures, like they be in Brooklyn or overseas, because I like this sticker. Like I'll give it to people, and they put it somewhere, like in stores or like on street corners. We got them in California, overseas. Like it's like Brooklyn, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm so
people,
excited for
yeah. So
mine.
it's like guerrilla marketing. You see the sticker, you want to see what it is, and has a great saying on it.
This one is mine, guys, so you'll see me wear it.
She got
soon.
that army green.
Army green.
Army green.
And this one's not mine. I have a cream colored one out there, but
You can have
And
a
that
small
cream
one,
is fire.
yeah, it is. It is. There's brown. He has tracksuits, hoodies.
All color tracksuits.
too.
I love
Yes.
this. And the material, it really is like quality material.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta give people good quality, man. You just can't be creating everything. But obviously, you starting off. When I first started off, it was like testing the waters.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
really test different products, but it's difficult running a clothing line,
Yeah.
especially with all the different stuff that I got going on. So
Right.
I'm in the process of looking for an intern to help balance my life out right now.
And I know your brother would be proud.
Oh yeah,
This
man.
is-
Listen, my brother has his own day in Stamford, Connecticut. Nobody has that.
Wow.
Like that's how of a bigger level I took it to. Like he has his own mural. Like
Wow.
nobody has that. Like
Yeah.
everything I've done has been unheard of
Yeah.
in my city. So like I took it to another level.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
I'm
Because
sure all that love is
oh,
definitely
absolutely,
felt.
mad love, and
Love and support.
yeah, it's just keeping his left, and I think that's been a process of my healing, just seeing the positive outcome of everything that I'm doing to honor him, and also it gives other people who've lost someone hope, right? Like because we come from a community where we lose somebody, we indulge in partying, drinking, smoking
Yeah.
to celebrate their life.
negative
I feel
route.
like it makes
Yeah.
it
Nah,
worse.
it makes it worse.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
this
you
is a great
still-
way to
you come
celebrate
out of it
level.
and you still hurt and you still need to heal. And healing is a process. It never ends.
Yeah.
Never ends.
But at least try to go about it the right way to uplift yourself and uplift those around you and keep love at the basis of everything that you do.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like I became a grief counselor. Like people that lose somebody, a loved one, like the police department to call me or someone from
Wow.
that, you know, or just to be around that family, just to give them hope, and I pray with them and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and your
Just to give
5
them.
a.m. a circle of
Oh yeah, well,
prayer.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
going
so
to the
this.
beach.
So this past Wednesday is our 34th week in a row.
Wow. Even it's getting cold. You still be out
Listen,
there on the beach?
When we give birth, so you
Yeah.
know, 40 weeks is giving birth.
Yeah.
So once we give birth, then I'm gonna figure out another strategy. But we're gonna go strong to 40 weeks.
Okay, wow. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. every Wednesday. I don't miss a beat. Even when I go on vacation, I make sure I'm back for Wednesday.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
amazing.
Where
That's
did that-
amazing.
Where did that amazing idea come from? Like,
Just again, like I love church, but I'm not too churchy. Like I always feel like sometimes you got to meet people where they are, right? Because sometimes church is real judgy. You got to feel like you got to dress up.
Yeah.
Nah, come as you please. You know what I mean? We accept you who you are. Like you could be anybody. You could be someone living on the street, whoever you are. Come and we'll pray for you. Like, there's no judgment zone over here. And
Yeah.
me and my spiritual brother Quasi, we did it a couple of years ago. We woke up. It was like 4 a.m. We went to a park and we prayed for like 2 hours straight, strong. And we stopped. And I came to, I was like, bro, like when we did that, it was a change.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I got this idea. I said something about the water, the beach. I said, let's praying before and in the middle of the week. So let's do the beach. He's like,
That's
let's
like a
do it.
reset for the because it's refreshing.
Yes.
The beach
That
brings
is.
hope and like
Yes.
newness
Yes.
and
Yeah.
birth.
Oh my,
Said,
there you go.
so-
So ever since then, man, it's just been a wonderful experience. We've had a lot of youth come out there, which I love because it's hard to get kids to wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
You know-
earlier than that, that means they want to be there.
Exactly.
And it's very
And-
inspirational.
And we also a kid gave his life to Christ, so we kind of like baptized him in the beach water, which is
Yes.
powerful.
oh wow,
Crazy,
I love
yeah,
that.
crazy, yeah.
I want to come.
Yeah.
And it's in Connecticut, right? I'm
It's
going to have to
Stanford.
make that
So
drive.
so when you say Connecticut, you gotta be specific.
Yeah,
Where in
you gotta be
Connecticut?
specific.
When you say
Stanford.
Connecticut, people think Hartford, which is Stanford. We're close by to New York City.
You know
Yeah.
what time it is, you guys.
Yeah.
It's
That was real smooth.
time to really pick your own poison at this point.
yes, the best part.
We got our clutch purse here.
Uh
Gonna shake it up for you
oh.
Shake it,
Trouble.
shake it.
and let you pick your own question.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Drum roll, please.
Brrrr. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. What qualities do you look for in a woman? Ooh, that's a good one.
It is.
Since he's single,
Yeah, we
listen
wanna
up.
know.
You better listen up.
Take notes.
A woman with a purpose, her character, her integrity, and her value, how she values herself. And how she values herself is how she's going to value others. That's basically it. She just got to have integrity, purpose in life, and you know how she value herself.
Oh,
Mhm.
which
That's huge.
I'm actually curious, right? So, do you rather a woman that's independent and has her own career, or a woman that doesn't work but she caters to you, she treats you amazing, she cooks for you, and things like that? What do you prefer?
I prefer a woman with a career, her own purpose,
But she doesn't have time for you, though.
but
That's the tricky part.
let me just explain something to you. When people say that, there's 24 hours in a day,
You make
so that's
time.
excuses.
You want to make time.
If I like you and I care for you, I'm going to find time. I don't care if you're in Europe. I'm going to get on a plane. I'm going to get to you. So that's excuse. When people say they don't have time, I cut people off quick
Yeah.
because you ain't going to tell me you can't make time for me. It's 24 hours in a day.
Mhm.
Even if I don't see you, pick up the phone. Let's get on
On a FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Nothing to send a quick text or
Get on the phone.
that
I
communication
actually
going.
don't like FaceTime.
Say it again.
I personally don't like FaceTime.
Well, I mean, it all depends. If you really care and you love that person, you know, it doesn't matter, right? Like I said, it depends on your value of the person.
Yeah.
If I care for you, I want to see you.
Yeah. But I agree with that because I want somebody that, I mean, not like the man is going to really stay home and take care of everything, but I would want somebody that's got their own career going. Like, we got our own separate lives.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
I'm very independent. I want to do my own thing. I don't want nobody waiting for me to take care of them. Like, I got my own life that I'm trying to.
There has to be a
No.
balance in life. Like, and that's why I say, like, because I'm a busy person. So if we're both busy, we won't be on top of each other 24/7, right? But when we come together, we're going to value each other and we're going to shut off our phones from the world and we're just going to engage into each other and love each other.
Yeah. And I like what you said about like, we're not always worried about each other because in social media, especially now in this generation, dating in this generation is crazy because everyone's so codependent. They always want to know, where you at? What you doing? And it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You have to have your own life so that you're not constantly always worried about the next person.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it's good to worry about them, but
being
you shouldn't be
single is
obsessive over it.
being single is cool.
2023, like, if
'Cause
you
everybody
want
wants
your own
access to you.
career, you gotta go. There's zero tolerance on that.
I agree with you
You
guys.
gotta have something going on, you know. If
Yeah.
not, you're just a bum.
So please leave us with some words of advice and tell us where our audience can find you.
I always lead people with this. When I do public speaking, I always say, if you lead with faith, love, respect, and purpose, it's undefeated. Those 4 things are undefeated. Especially love and faith is undefeated. You can't, if you know the definition of love, you cannot lose in life.
Which is really hard to find now.
And what do you feel like is the definition of love?
Yes, good question.
The definition of love is just unconditional, right? Unconditional, loving someone unconditional. It doesn't matter relationship or friendship. If I love you as a friend, I'm there for you through good and bad, right? I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to always be there for you no matter what, period.
Yes, with that, have unconditional love and love those around you, because love is a strong word. It's a strong emotion. It's a strong feeling. And if you're not giving out love, then what are you doing?
And give people their flowers while they're here. So I'm going to give y'all flowers. How about that?
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Because you know why? Because
Romantic.
I always say, I don't want you to be able to celebrate me when I'm on my back, meaning when I'm dead. Celebrate me when I'm on my feet, when I'm alive. So I want to say, y'all, that y'all continue. I hope God continue to bless you guys and y'all elevate y'all with this show. This is an amazing platform. And, you know, you guys are doing great. You guys are beautiful. You're smart. And just keep it up. Don't let nothing stop you guys. Don't let no distractions stop what you guys are doing. And just keep killing it.
Yes, amen.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Oh, tell us where to find you.
Oh, so my social media platform is WP Joseph. That's my personal platform. The merch is $1 Million Smile 83. And my nonprofit organization is Hoops for All Stanford. So it's Hoops, HOOPS, the number 4, ALL Stanford, STAMFORD.
Wow, it was honestly an honor to have you.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, sharing your light, sharing your inspiration. I feel like I'm really leaving here with something today.
I learned a lot today, for sure.
God bless y'all.
Well, God bless you and God bless
America.
us and America.
God bless his world.
And America. Love you guys.
Bye, guys. See you next
Bye.
time.
Later.